What's going on, everybody? Mile High back at it with another Clash of Clans video. And in this video, we've got the ultimate spam attack strategy. You're going to be using a total of 21 Yetis. And you're literally just going to spam everything in. You don't even have to do anything to phone or anything like that. And it just crushes bases. Let me tell you, it's really strong. So for the equipment, right now I have the minion prince. But really, the king would honestly be better. I'm going to swap out to the king right now, because I'm going to be doing a live war attack after I show you guys how this works. What do I want to run on the king? Usually I run the Phoenix on the king, but I'm going to run the Phoenix on the Royal Champion here. Actually, no, I'm going to switch this up. We're going to run Phoenix on the king, and we're going to run the Spirit Fox on the Royal Champion. Okay, made that change real quick. We're going to be using the Earthquake Boot Spiky Ball on the king. We're going to be using the Action Figure and the Healer Puppet on the queen. Warden, we're using the Eternal Tome and the Rage Gem. And then we're going to be using the Rocket Spear and the Electro Boots on the Royal Champion. But honestly, you could also use... I'm going to switch to a Hog Puppet as well. Both will work, so I'm just going to show both. I'm going to go hop into a Legend League replay first, and then I'm going to do a live war attack for you guys. Alright, so basically you're just going to pick a side of the base, and you're just going to spam your Yetis in a massive line all the way across that side of the base. And then you're going to use your 2 wall breakers to open up this first layer of walls just so you can get into the first layer. And then I delay just a second. When I use the mini prince, I like to use an early ability just to protect stuff on the initial entry. And then we're going to send in the blimp. And then all you're going to want to do is want to catch your blimp in the Warden's Eternal Tome, obviously. And then once your blimp lands, you're just going to quad clone your Yetis and just watch them go to absolute work here. I'm going to drop them in that core there. I did mess up a little bit. You want to clone actually the Yetis and not the Yeti Mites. I only got a couple of the clones on the actual Yetis, and then now I'm just cloning Yeti Mites, which isn't ideal, obviously, because of the nerf. I just like having the Yetis because they do a lot more tanking. And look how simple that is. You basically just drop everything in, and then you can set your device down, sit back and relax, do whatever you want, and just watch as it tears through the base. Damn, this is a level 30 clan. It's kind of insane. But our Minion Prince is still alive. The reason I switched to the king, the Minion Prince does do alright, but as you see right there, there's no other air troops to help protect it, so it just dies to Seeking Air Mines. That's why I'm going to swap out to the king. Because even if the king goes around the outside, which he probably will, to be honest, so I might even throw the Snake Bracelet on him. Not 100% sure what I want to do fully yet. I'm still experimenting with it, but I wanted to get this video out to you guys just to show you how strong this really is. We got our Giant from our action figure putting in work over there. Takes out the enemy king. Hopefully he can beat through that wall. But man, he's taking forever to get through that king. But I still do have a really under-leveled action figure. Man, he didn't even kill the king. That's kind of insane. I thought he would get him for sure, but it is what it is. We're just going to 2x through this now because we don't have that much stuff left alive. But all these Yeti Mites jumping onto the Town Hall. Like I said, I didn't have a very good quad clone that time, so that's why this is so close. I definitely messed up. The Sneezy might clutch up and take the Town Hall here. Come on. Spawn some more boogers, take the Town Hall. Oh, we got a Yeti down here anyway. We're chilling. And the Warden can still snipe it either way. It was really close. But like I said, I wasn't very optimized with this attack either. So let's go hop into a live war attack and see if we can do better. Alright, so I actually changed my mind. I did switch to the Snake Bracelet and the Spiky Ball for this one. So that is one change I made, because likely the king's not going to go into the base anyway. But Earthquake Boots would work well. Actually, I changed my mind again. I can't make up my mind. I'm going to go with Earthquake Boots here, and then I'm also going to try out some Snake Bracelet attacks, but I have an underleveled Snake Bracelet as well, so let's go hop into this war attack. It is not the best base, but it is their top guy, so, I mean, I gotta attack who's in front of me. As you see, the defenses aren't terrible. They're more like Town Hall 16 level, but not the end of the world. Double Invis Towers, too. I should have put on a Giant Arrow, but I am showing this more for Legend League, so I didn't want to, you know, optimize it for the war attack. I want to show you it works on bases, no matter what kind of base you run into. So I'm going to spam all my Yetis in a big line on this side of the base. Make sure I wall break into that compartment. There's really nothing else to wall break here. I'm going to drop it anyway. Make sure you get your Warden down because you want your Rage, obviously, effect to be working out early. I'm going to pop the king, or not the king, the queen ability early to get the healers out as well as the Giant. Delay the blimp as long as you possibly can because I want to make sure it gets into that Town Hall compartment. I'm going to use it now, try to protect everything while it's in the core. We're moving through really nicely, setting a nice funnel on the outside. So I'm going to use 2 clones here because I want to get that Inferno, and then I'm going to send the other clones backwards to get this Fire Spitter. Not that it matters because we're coming in from behind it anyway. But I'm actually going to use my King's Earthquake Boots here to open up that compartment, and that should trigger that Invis as well. So it should wear off pretty quickly because we're going to target that Tesla there. And unfortunately, we did skip this compartment back here because it is an invis tower, obviously. But look how many Yetis we still have alive. Under rage. We still have a bunch of the cloned ones up here too. Should get all the defenses up there. Hopefully they can break through that wall before they disappear. Oh wow, they just melted that wall. There must be a lot of Yetis there. I've still got the Royal Champion. Unfortunately, that Invis Tower is back again, but we should be able to trigger it here with the Royal Champion, which is fine. This one would have been a nice one to still have the Phoenix on the Royal Champion, but it's not going to matter anyway. We'll be completely fine here. We still got plenty of time. We still got a minute 40 left. So like I said, I can just recline back in the chair now. Just sit back and watch. Don't have to worry about anything. If these Yetis start taking... Look how many Yetis there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I think there. There's 9 at least. 10, 11. I think we have at least 11 Yetis still alive, which is insane. We should be able to beat through this wall no problem because we still do have the Rage Vial. Our Warden's just about to go down. Yeah, we lost the Rage Vial, but it's not going to matter. We still have Boogers putting in work. These Yetis are just slowly walking in a massive line behind. Easily crushed. So I'm going to go hop into a couple more Legend League replays. Alright, so into another replay. Like I said, it really doesn't even matter what side you go in from. You just want to make sure your blimp isn't going to fight sweepers the entire time. Because you want to make sure you at least get into the value. If we can get our blimp into this compartment here, look how much value there is for the Yetis. That'll be insane. So we're just going to spam everything on this side. And for some reason there I thought I had Giant Arrow. So I tried to shoot a Giant Arrow, but I didn't have one. So I used my Queen right away. So that Giant's going to get wrecked. No big deal though. We use the early Minion Prince ability. Like I said, you can either use Minion Prince or King. It doesn't matter. And honestly, this is a versatile attack to where whatever heroes you have, it'll work. As you see, we made it into that compartment I was talking about. We clone all over the place. All the damage in this base is just getting wrecked. Hopefully we can get that Town Hall down before that Invis triggers. That'd be nice. It's going to be close because there's so many Yeti mites. It goes down. Let's go. We get it before the Invis Tower triggers, which is clutch. We still have our Minion Prince over here with our Royal Champion. Warden's still alive. We have tons of Yetis still alive. We have our Sneezy spawning Boogers putting in work. Queen down here by herself is going to end up dying. Even though she's supposed to have the healers just wander off with the main army. But that's honestly better. The Queen was supposed to be with the main army, but like I said, I dropped her at the beginning thinking I had Giant Arrow, and I didn't. So that was quite the mistake on my part, but it is what it is. Let's just 2 times through this again, because at this point, like I said, nothing left to drop. You just got to wait for the Yetis to slowly clean up the base. That's why I like using Rage Vial, because obviously you don't really need the Healing Tome, because your Yetis, they're going to survive to the end anyway. So you want that Rage Vial just to speed up and rage up your Yeti mites, and it really just helps speed up taking out the defenses. We're down to like, what, 3 or 4 Yetis this time still, but we still have our, what is that, the Angry Jelly. Still have the Phoenix, still have the Sneezy. All of our pets somehow survived, but our heroes died. That's kind of strange. But we'll 4 times through this, hit the barracks for a nice, easy 3-star. So I'm going to hop into one more attack for you guys, and I'll catch you guys there. Yeah, so I'm not sure what happened, but for some reason my Legend League replays got wiped. I don't know if there was a maintenance break or what happened, but the rest of my Legend League attacks got wiped for some reason, so I don't have any replays left. So that's going to be it for this video, but it is a really fun, very simple attack. If you guys want to see more videos on this, I could take it into Legend League. Let me know if you guys want to see more of this, or if you want to see other certain kinds of armies. Let me know in the comments how this attack works out for you guys. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.